Namaste everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about merge operator. There are some instances where you may need to observe all the observables data in a single place. If you haven't watched our video on observable interval, then you should go ahead and watch that first. What happens if your observable gives you data in a different timeline and you want to observe them all in a single place? I will get back to it on the last example, but let me show you how we actually merged data in observable. So let's go ahead and start with the simple one that is called the observable.merge. Okay, so observable.merge here, most of them, at most it takes only 4 operators. So I do have only 2 here. So let's go ahead and merge them. So let's pass the 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. There we go. Now, if we check what the merge operator takes, it basically takes observable sources. That's great. And it returns an observable. So it's very clear to us that we can easily use the subscribe operator. Like we could have used it with this observable and this observable, because it nothing but returns an observable. So let's go ahead and use the print method. And there we go, and let's go ahead and run to see what actually happens. And there we go, it returns, as you can see, it prints all the data from 1 to 10. And the ordering does matter here. So if I just switch the 1 to 5 here with this, it will behave, it will print 6 to 10 first, then 1 to 5. But this does not happen if you're using any infinite observable like observable.interval, which may give you data in different intervals. So I'll get back to it. So let's go ahead and see another example here. So what happens, if we have more than 4 observable. Okay, so there is another handy method in these. It is called merge array. So what it does, it takes var args. So yeah, you can pass unlimited observable sources, which I don't recommend you to do. And okay, so but still you can pass unlimited number of observables here. So let's go ahead and pass this 5 observables and see what happens. And there we go. Let's subscribe to it. In each of these cases, the ordering does matter. So as you can see that it prints the number from 1 to 25 because we have passed them in order. If we change any order, it will behave in this order. So let's go ahead and see another example. Observable.merge also takes a list of observables too. So suppose we have 5 observables or maybe 10, doesn't really matter. You can put them in an array list. And you can use the observable.merge operator again, and as you can see that it takes an iterable. So you can pass in this list here, which is observable list in our case, and there we go, it also returns an observable. So great, you can subscribe. So yeah, there we go, let's print and let's run and see what happens. And there we go, it also prints 1 to 25. And again, this ordering matter here in this array list, right? So it has nothing to do with what you're passing in the merge operator, because you're just passing the iterable, or in this case the list. If you're not sure, list also extends to the collection, and collection is nothing but an iterable. So that's the thing. So yeah, you can pass the observable here, and this ordering does matter here, right? So let's go ahead and see another example. So if you really want to quickly merge one observable with another observable, then there is a handy method, very simple method called merge with, and this operator is basically a part of this observable class here, which you can apply on any observable. You don't need to call that specific static method that we did earlier, observable.merge, and it is a part of this observable class called merge with that you can use directly, but it will but keep in mind that it will take only 1 observable. So you can't really pass unlimited observable or 1 or 2 or 4 observables, but you can pass only 1 observable. It's very handy if you want to merge 2 observables all together. So yeah, let's go ahead and subscribe because this also gives us an observable, very simple, and print it. I hope it will work. No, I'm sure it will work. So yeah, that's it. It works 1 to 10. It prints. Very nice. Let's go ahead and see another example here. This is going to be a little bit of critical example, but if you're, I think it will be fine for you. If you haven't watched our video on the map, you can go ahead and watch that. I will put all the links of the videos on my description and the card, so we can go ahead and watch that. So what I'm gonna do here, as you can see there, these are the interval, nothing else. What interval does actually is it will periodically pass this value to their subscribers. So it's very simple. So it will pass each and every second. It will pass 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. It will keep on going. Okay, it will not going to stop. And in this case, in this infinite 2, it will also print. It will also give 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and keep giving it, but every 2 seconds. So that's the difference between these two observables. So what if we want to merge this? Let's go ahead and see what we need to do. So let's go ahead and merge this with the same observable that we did, because we have only 2 observables, not unlimited or anything like that. So let's go ahead and use the merge with and subscribe. So let's go ahead and print it. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit. Map, nothing else. It just takes 0, 1, 2, 3 every second in this case here, and it will just give this value to its subscriber. That's it. And because it's an operator, and this one works same like this. So let's go ahead and run and see what happens. I want you to look closely, because okay, I need to pause the thread because it's going to stop immediately otherwise. So let's go ahead and pause the thread for like 6,000 milliseconds, which is basically roughly around 6 seconds. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, so it started. There we go. It's going on. Okay, so let me explain you a little bit what happens in a very simple term. I'm not going to go in depth that in which and exactly what happened, is because you're going to figure it out whenever you're going to run it. So whenever as I have already told you, infinite 1 here gives you 0 to infinity every 1 second, and infinite 2 gives you 0 to infinity every 2 seconds, right? That's great. Okay, so but our thread is only active for 6,000 milliseconds, which is basically 6 seconds. So if you calculate, this infinite 1 will only give you 0 to 5. It is able to give you 0 to 5 because after that the thread is going to be finished, right? The thread is not going to wait for this observable, right? And in this case, the infinite 2, it can only give you 0 to 2. 0, 1, 2, 3 elements, because it is giving you every 2 seconds elements, right? So that's the thing. If you just notice that from infinite 1 you get 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Yeah, that's it. And it is unable to give anything else. So it gives you 6 items, 0 to 5. And if you check the infinite 2, it gives you 0, then 1, and I don't know why the 2 didn't come, Joe. So just let me go ahead and run it once again. So here we go. We get the 2 here. It happens because of some trading issues sometimes. So if you just increase the duration for like 6,050 milliseconds, then it's going to be the problem would not have occurred here. So let's go ahead and see. And there we go. You can get the infinite 2 as a 2. So yeah, that's it. So I hope today's video was helpful, and if you have trouble understanding any topic from this merge operators, so just message me on any of my social handles, and you can comment below too. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the big thumbs up button that you can see, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. And remember, we upload videos every Sunday, so don't miss it. This is Mithu signing off. Thank you for stopping by. See you next Sunday.